Good morning, girls. As we discussed in our during our Zoom lesson, I will be explaining you all the topics that you are supposed to be doing in your project. So today I'll explain you first and second topic. As you know that you have to make two record files. So now we are taking first record file. First record file will be of 10 marks. You have to make a project on any of these topics, three topics from here. So there are five topics, you can choose any three. Today I am explaining you uses of important types of maps and directions and how to identify them with an illustrative diagram. And from my side, I will prefer that you should pick these two topics. Though it is your choice, I will explain you all five and you have to pick any three. It will be totally your choice, but if you pick first and second, it will be good for you. So let's start. Topic A. Topic A is map types and uses. So what is a map? First of all, map is a 2D representation of a part or a complete surface of the earth. 2D representation here is when we sometimes show physical features with symbols, it becomes a 2D representation. So we show the portion of the earth, like we may show Delhi, which is a portion. We may show whole India, which can be a bigger portion, which may show Asia or the world. So this is how we show one part of the earth or whole part of the earth with the help of 2D representation, that is called as map. Map can be, the symbols which can be used in map can be like, sometimes we show rivers, mountains with a particular color. We can also show figures like human figures, that this much is the population. We can also show lines and colors to show the gradient of the slope. Slowly you'll come to know about this. What are the different types of maps? We can divide the maps into two types on the basis of scale and on the basis of purpose. Scale is very simple. It is like when you want to see a place on the earth, you zoom in and zoom out. So that is scale. Fine. If you want to see more details about a place, then you have to zoom. So when you zoom, then you go into a larger scale and more details. Larger scale and more details. Okay. So, and if you are zooming out, then you will be seeing smaller scale and less details. Okay. So let's see now the classification on the basis of scale. We prepare our maps on the basis of scale. Like if you have to prepare a map of your room, then if your room's length is 15 meters, width is 12 meters. You can't draw a line of 15 meters and 12 meters, so you have to reduce its scale. You can draw a line of maybe 12 centimeters and 15 centimeters. So here the scale will be 1 centimeter is representing 1 meter. So you have to reduce the scale to make the maps, because you can't make the maps of the earth as it is. The places are very big. It's very difficult to make a map. Now coming to large scale maps. Large scale maps have higher representative factor. That means you see the details of the place. A large scale map appears bigger compared to small scale map. In other words, large scale maps show more details. Please remember. So here you are going inside the area and zooming to see the places in detail. So it shows more details of an area. It shows a smaller area, but it shows more details of an area. For example, you see here. Now when you go deep inside, if you want to see Madras like this, so this is a large scale map where you can see all the places, all the roads, even the water nearby, small places can be seen, but the whole Tamil Nadu or India is not seen. So this is a large scale map. Okay, large scale maps are of two types. You see here, Large scale maps can be of two types. One is the cadastral map. I'll go like this. This is better. Large scale map. So large scale maps can be of two types. One is a cadastral map and one is a topographic map. A cadastral map is like this, and it is generally used for revenue purposes. Now here it is not shown what is this piece of land, what is this piece of land. Some numbers are written. Now these numbers are in official records with the government. So number 71 can be residence of Suman Gautam. Number 720 can be Hopetown Girls School, like that. So the details are with the government. It is mainly made for revenue purposes. So cadastral maps are those large scale maps which show details of ownership of the land and the use of the land. Who is using the land and where? It can be like a community playground. It can be a big college, and these can be the classrooms. This is one playground. So the numbers are in official record. What is this number representing? Only government can tell. A topographic map is a kind of a zoomed map of a place where you can clearly see what is there on the surface of the land. Like you can see trees here, wells here, red line is showing cart track, this is showing sandy bed, sand dunes, then a settlement, a small house, a temple, and 5R is the relative height of this area. 293 can be a benchmark, like this. 300 is a contour line. So it is showing all man-made and natural features in details. This is a topographic map. Now here you can see that we are clearly seeing some symbols which are representing something. So topographic maps are also large-scale maps which show details of the area, but it is represented with symbols. This tree may not be looking like this when it comes to the ground, when you go and see it in real sense, but it is represented by this shape. This black line is a dry river. Now dry river, if you see from a great height, then also it will not look like this, but it is represented like this. So topographic maps are represented with certain conventional signs and symbols. This red patch is a village. This is a village. Okay.